Okay, here's part one of I Want You by the Beatles from Abbey Road. And let's do this bottom part here at least. And as we all know, it comes back at the end, and we're going to repeat it over and over and over again later. But let's start with the right hand. We just have some chords, so I'm just going to show you the three notes in each chord, and then you can play the chord pattern. In the right hand we have A and D and F, okay, for this part, and also this part. Alright, right here it's going to change. You're just going to change the A to a G sharp, so G sharp, and you still retain the D and the F, okay? So that's that chord. And here we're going to have F below middle C and G sharp above that, and then F on the top, and then we're going to put a D in there on the way down. So we have four notes there. And then here we just have A, C sharp, and F together. Now this is in parenthesis because this is what we're going to do later, so don't do it yet. Just for the opener here, we're just going to stop at that F. Alright, the left hand is going to have a low D octave. You can see I have a D here on my thumb. Well, I also have a D on the pinky. It's off the video because it's so low, but I'm doing a D octave. Then I'm moving up to an E octave, F, and then up to G, and then up to A, and then down to E, and then up to C, and I'm doing octaves on every left-hand note, and then B flat, and then C, D, and then down to A. And that's it. Now here's how you put hands together. You go left-hand octave first, and then right, together here, right, left hand comes in between, right, together, right, and then together here, and then left hand by itself, and then right, and together, and then just left, right, and together there, and then just left, and then right, and then we have this. Hold it out, and then we start this part. For this part. Then we'll get to lesson 2. So I did my best to do the vocal line. Vocal lines are hard to do on piano, but they work. You can make them sound right. So we have A, and then middle C. Then we're going to have G on the top, and then a D sharp on the bottom. Play them together, and then flip that D sharp to an E. Now that's not really what the vocal line is doing, but it helps the piano to sound like that blues note that he's singing. If we do that, okay? Because it's kind of a note in between D sharp and E, and we can't do that on piano, so we play them both, and it kind of fools our ear into thinking it's that note. Alright, then we have D, C, A, da-da-da-da, and that's the guitar part going ba-da-bum-bum. So that's not the vocal line, that's the guitar. And then we have this A octave in the left hand going bum, bum, bum. So for this box here we have bum, 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 and then play that D with the A, then the C's by itself, and then A. So we have bum, bum, bum. No pedal, alright? And then we have I want you so bad. So we have A, C, D. Now we have this G, D sharp, flipping the D sharp to an E thing again, just like we had over here. And then D, C, A, C, D, C. So right here we have bum, 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 bum. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you notice I have a 4 there. I just put one A octave but play it 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have A, C. Then we're going to play D and G together. And then go to a D sharp. So you're not flipping it, you're just going da, 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 da. So we're going back and forth between D and D sharp 1, 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3, while continuing to hold the G on the top. I want you. And then D, C, A, or D, C, A. So we have 2, 3. Alright. And then left hand A octave 3 times. See the 3? So 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then up here we have A, C, D. Actually up here, what I did for the piano arrangement, this is going to be too low if we play it down here by the time it gets down. So I'm raising up this part an octave. So as far as a piano arrangement goes, I think it sounds pretty good to come up here and change the octave and come up here for this part. A, C, D. And then we're going to go D, D sharp. Alright? So let me play from here all the way to here. You can hear that vocal line part. I want you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do this part. Okay, if you want to keep it low, you can. It's just, an arrangement, a transcription. So if that doesn't sound bad to you to get that low on the right hand here, and you can play it down here. But I'm going to do it up here. So we have D and A and E together. And then a C. Continue to hold the lower two notes as much as you can whenever you have these chords. And then C and A. And then we're going to have E, G, and C together. And then a single A. Move down a little bit to the left. G, D, A. And then a single E. And back to G, D, A. And then we're going to have E. Then a single G. Then we're going to have E, C, G. And then a D. And then here we're going to have C and G sharp. Okay, C and G sharp, or A flat if you want to call it A flat. And then we have A and E together. A little fourth there. Alright, so the right hand sounds. Now on the left hand I'm just going to do octaves. A octave, up to C octave, and then up to D octave, and then up to F octave, and then G octave, G sharp, and then finally up to an A. Now I can, I'm kind of, the hands are going to get really close there at the end, and I'll show you what I mean. So play together here, together here, together, together, together. Now see right there, the left hand G octave has the same note as the right hand G. So let either hand take it, whatever you want to do. And then here it's together. And then you see how they kind of would overlap, so you can just let either hand take that middle note. So, and it doesn't happen until right here. Okay? Now right here what I have is 8 counts of just kind of fill in before we go to board 2, which has the I want you part again in a different key. So we need 8 counts of just improv here with middle C and G. Left hand's going to have an A octave. And so 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And whatever you want to do. Let me give you a pattern in case you're having trouble coming up with something. Let's see. I would just go bum, 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 bum. That gives you 8 counts. Now actually the 8 counts start with this. Okay? So you go driving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8. Just as long as you do 8 counts, okay? So that is board 1. Let's get to board 2.